Welcome to Bitstorm, a comedy game design podcast by two guys who know nothing about comedy nor game design. But one thing we do know a lot about is Christmas. Well, actually, not that much, but it is our Christmas episode. I'm Ben Slinger, and with me, as always, is Trevor Scott.
Hello.
Hello.
We're again recording in your office.
We are.
It feels a little bit different.
We have some new tech, some new toys.
Yeah. Well, I do. I spent the money.
Trevor's the toy boy. Sorry, toy man.
Toy man, yes. The toy maker.
Yeah,
well, I
the
don't
candy
make the toys.
man. We're going to do some click pitch this week, but we are going to make it Christmas themed, as is our tradition for this time of year, or at least holiday themed, I suppose. It does not have to be specifically
have to be
Christmas, but it could be New Year's. It could be, I don't know. We're not very well read. We don't know about all the other holidays necessarily, but I don't think we're going to make a Hanukkah game or
No, we will make a holiday themed game.
Yeah,
around this time of year.
That's it. For those who might be joining us for the first time, Click Pitch is a game where we each have a random word generator in front of us, and on the count of 3, 2, 1, click, we're going to click refresh. We're going to get a new word, and we're going to jam those together with Christmas to make a game design.
That sounds awesome.
Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, click.
3, 2, 1, click. Ineptitude.
Amendment.
And some sort of holiday. So
Something to do with the holiday.
I mean, I think ineptitude, I think elves being inept at their job.
Yeah, well, when I heard amendment, I thought of, like, are the elves getting the vote finally? Like, is it some sort of amendment to a constitution or like the laws of the land to recognize elvish kind? The unionizing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Santa's whole monopoly on gift giving is breaking down.
I mean, Cantasaurus is obviously there, taking in some of
They've had a duopoly for a while, but
Yeah.
now it's like expanding even beyond that.
Yeah.
Now anyone can enter people's home through the chimney because the antitrust lawyers came in and shut
down the
Santa Claus
duopoly.
and Cantasaurus duopoly.
Yeah. Gave it to anyone who could actually pay the license fee.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. As long as you pay that license fee, free reign, Christmas night only. It's kind of a bit like The Purge. You can go down anyone's chimney
As long as you paid the license fee.
as long as you pay the license fee. But I mean, how are they going to enforce that? Really?
True. How are they going to enforce that?
I guess it's more if someone comes down your chimney and like takes your shit, then it's still just a crime unless they had a license. I mean, technically they can't still take your shit, but they wouldn't be breaking and entering.
No.
They'd just be theft.
It'd just be theft. So that's one less thing that can be charged. So I suppose the question then becomes, are you following along with one of the new licensees? Yeah,
either that or you're someone cowering in your home on Christmas night wondering who's going to come down your chimney. Or maybe one of your multiple chimneys. It's like a Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay, I do like that. One thing I could sort of see is
Silent Night at...
whoever gets to the chimney first wins that contract.
Oh, okay. It's like a bit of a gold rush for delivering presents.
Yeah.
You like have to stake your claim.
Yeah.
In any particular household. Okay, is there like a multiplayer? Is there a multiplayer game here of some sort? Maybe like, is there? I can
hopping
from roof to roof,
where,
like
you're trying to do the best job possible, getting in, getting out as quickly as possible. But there are maybe some WarioWare style mini games in there, like for each thing. Drinking the milk and eating the cookies.
Oh, is that part of the agreement? That's part of the contract that you have to sign.
You've got to make the kids feel like it's Santa Claus.
Right. It's they're basically franchising out.
Yeah.
The ability to be Santa Claus, or a Santa Claus derivative of some sort. You can't Santa Claus technically is trademarked. You can't actually use Santa Claus. It's just the general idea of gift giving at Christmas.
Yep.
So you've got to stay away from red.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't say ho, ho, ho. You can say it twice.
Yeah. Ho, ho, no.
But actually ho-hos, I think, are like a cake.
Yeah, so
America.
you can only say it once. Ho. Oh, no, but then, okay, you got to say it 4 times.
You have to say it at least 4 times. If they catch you only saying it 3 times, then you're fucked. Well, or at least you're going to get sued.
Yeah, it's kind of like you say it 3 times as like Candyman. Santa Claus will actually come out of the mirror and kill you with saying that 4th time.
And serve you with papers.
So saying it that 4th time, but
sends them back.
You actually have a ho button that you have to time it right to get that
Right, if you leave too much of a gap between any of the 4, then it counts as a new set of hos.
Exactly.
But you have to announce yourself in some way.
Yes.
Again, because you can't otherwise you're just sneaking into someone's house. Most people are asleep when it happens, but Santa Claus says ho, ho, ho as he comes down the chimney to sort of let you know he's arrived.
But that also is kind of like the Five Nights at Freddy's feel. Like if you're in a house and you all of a sudden hear ho, ho, ho coming down the chimney.
You're like, is it Santa?
Wait
for that 4th ho.
You need to hide. Because if he catches you on his turf,
you're saying that you're not one of the household like occupants. You're someone else who is right. Yeah, well, because I'm almost picturing as you claim the area, it's like changing colors, or it's like putting up a flag, or it's like doing something that's staking that claim. But you can
only stake the claim once you've actually eaten a cookie and drunk some milk.
Right. So if someone comes and interrupts that.
Yeah,
then they can
basically there's a battle.
Yeah, a quiet battle.
Because
you also can't wake. If you wake the people who are living there, you forfeit your claim.
I mean, you can set traps, a la Home Alone. You come down the chimney and you can spend a good minute or 2 setting some traps.
Right.
If someone else hasn't done it already.
Yeah, that's what you're wondering. And obviously doing that then is taking up time that you could be quickly going through other houses. You may, to protect this one, you might be wasting precious cookie eating time.
Mm-hmm.
I guess how much time are we? I'm just trying to think of like the gameplay flow here. So you travel in on some sort of flying device, presumably. Maybe it doesn't have to be. Maybe you can just tune in on a motorbike. But you still have to come down the chimney, so that's going to waste your time.
Yeah. I mean,
you have to get a ladder out, climb up, come down.
You may be even able to do it where you turn up in a fire truck and you just on one of the ladder engines, and you can just ladder straight up.
With a trampoline in the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think there are, depending on how well you actually stack the presents and all that sort of stuff, you can get a better percentage score, but that takes longer to actually.
Yeah, again, it's sort of mini games that are taking up time.
Or you can just come in and go, okay, it's quantity over quality, and you're just
just chuck them. You just launch them. Okay, and then once the night is over, you kind of get your score for houses claimed and your percentage per. Maybe this is you almost making a bid on that household. So if you don't do well enough, they can go, nah, try again next year, or it's still open. It's an open claim for that house. This is very capitalist, isn't it? I mean, it's 100%. Christmas, so I guess that makes sense.
100%. It's great.
Yeah. All right, I can 3-2 and click.
Okay.
Crawl.
Cellist.
Okay. And Christmas or some sort of holiday. Okay. Maybe this is like a creepy Little Nightmares-esque.
Yep.
Like crawl made me think of crawling through vents or something.
Yep. I can see this as sort of like you've been hired as a cellist for say, like a New Year's Eve party or something like that.
Okay. Go for New Year's, yep.
And, while you're there, something major happens and you're like trying to get out, and get back to the party. Like you get locked, and then you're sort of crawling through vents. You're making your way through what feels like a maze of back rooms, just trying to get back to the party.
Yeah,
so you got a time limit.
Non-Euclidean house that you're in. You keep glimpsing the party through, doors that then close or like gaps that you can't get through.
Yeah.
In the background, there's like a slow, creepy version of Auld Lang Syne.
Oh, yeah.
Old acquaintance be forgot. Freddy's there. No, that's not Freddy. That's Jason.
Friday the 13th.
Yes.
But it's,
January the 1st.
December 31st.
Doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
There's something about, like, that non-Euclidean space that just chills you to the bone, but you know that you've got a time limit because it is counting down.
Oh, to New
Year's.
Yes.
And so...
Yeah. Okay, I like that. You find yourself in this creepy mansion. You're trying to find your way to the party. I think we can have like set pieces almost, basically. Like you come in and you think, okay, God, finally I found the party. Like there's a bunch of people here.
Yep.
But it's one of those like they're all facing away from you, and no matter what you do, you can't get them to turn to you or something. Like it's a weird thing. You rotate around them and actually they've got no face. They're just back of the head all the way around.
Back of the head all the way around. That's so good. You turn around, their knees are still pointing the other way. You turn around again, their knees still pointing the other way. It's like,
yeah.
See those shoulder blades. They're pointy.
And then, but you do that a lot and then you see like one person down the end of the room and they start to turn. Yep. And you see a glimpse of face, but it's like not quite the right shape. It's
not right.
Yeah.
It may be upside down. You're not sure because you only caught a glimpse of it.
Yeah, it disappears before before it fully turns around, I think.
Yeah, it turns back into the back of a head.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like hair all the way around, but there's like one little slit that you can see a face through or something.
There's a nose. And it's upside down, an upside down nose. There's just
bubbles coming out of it.
Yeah. So I think you can then have, a little bit of play as to, you almost got a speed run sort of aspect to it as well. Like, how quick can you get through this? If you miss the time,
you're scored by how long you managed to play the cello before. Like the end of the night, before New Year's, like before midnight. Basically meaning the faster you manage to actually get to where you're supposed to be.
But I like the idea that is just like, that is the first thing that happens in this game. Like, that's your first goal. Got to get back there. But you can actually, there's other sort of endings to the game where one is that you find out what is actually causing this. You go deeper into the back rooms and you find out like some more stuff about.
Yeah, I like that as alternate endings. Like that, I think for replayability of a fixed time game, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just say, fuck the party. I want to find out what this is all about. And you can, move away from any party guest you see or whatever and go towards the darkness more and you start to...
Yeah, or you can literally go, get your partner and get the fuck out of this party. Like when you finally escape from the back rooms, but then
and don't actually play the party,
because you don't want to be around. Like you want to leave.
Yeah,
then
midnight hits and suddenly the faceless thing is in front of you, even though you're like at home or whatever.
Yeah,
you're driving away and it appears in the headlights.
or it appears in the rear view mirror and it's in the back of the car.
Yeah, even better.
There's something about that,
Classic. All right, 3, 2, 1.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah. Delay.
Preamble.
Oh, okay. Preamble and delay. And Christmas.
Holiday.
I
mean, pretty much December is the preamble to the holiday.
Or maybe it's about like the fact that we started seeing Christmas stuff in fucking pre-Halloween.
Yeah.
The preamble to Christmas and the bullshit. How early the stuff is on the shelves.
I don't know why, but I've just got this idea of gamification of Whamaggedon.
It's an app on your phone that's listening at all times, so you can't cheat. I lost badly this year, by the way. The kids have been playing it constantly, and I'm pretty sure it was part of the kids' Christmas concert, which was a dick move on the part of the school.
Yeah. It's like, for those playing Whamaggedon, fuck you. Last Christmas, I fucked you again.
I think that's how it goes. No, but okay, like, is this an app? Yeah, is this an app? Is this like you share your streaks on your social media, still haven't been whamagized?
Yeah, I like that. And, it only counts if, you've got to sign in and say that, you're not going to be that far away from your phone at any time. And
yeah, I mean, if we were doing it for real, obviously we couldn't have it listening at all times. It'd have to be the honor system, but I do like that idea of it listening all the time. It's like an Apple Watch app as well. It's just constantly.
It doesn't record anything.
No, it's just processing it locally to match the signatures or whatever.
Yep.
I mean, my Google, you can turn it on so that it will tell you on the notification screen what song is playing at any point. Like, it will be constantly listening.
And we just turn that into Whamaggedon.
Yeah, if it detects that particular song.
Whamaggedon.
Whamaggedon. Yeah, I don't know.
Once you sign up for it, it's
Whamappagedon.
It starts going from the start of the year. Because the start of the year is the preamble to the second that Christmas happens, it's right, now the preamble
December
to next year.
26th. You can't hear it again.
Yep.
That's the long, that's the, I think if you hear it, you can start over because it's about the streak. Right?
Yes.
It's about what's the longest streak on Christmas that you've managed to get maybe. And obviously the longest possible is 366 days on a leap year.
Yep.
And once someone achieves that, we delete the app. But it has to be verified somehow. The phone has been recording it only counts as a verified one if you've given us the permission to record constantly and encrypted, send it to our servers, and then if you think you've got the streak, then you share the encryption key and we we verify.
Okay. And you get extra points depending on how many times they recorded you fuck.
Yeah, well, it also because they could just leave it in a soundproof box the whole year. So you actually have to have the the heartbeat Bluetooth peripheral on at all times as well, which obviously can only go a certain amount of distance. I guess that could still be faked. It
audibly makes a noise that is picked up, but it's like in the 20Ks or something like that.
So we can measure that you've got something on you that is measuring
continually chirping.
Yeah. In not audible to humans, but dogs hate it. Dogs will learn Wham's Last Christmas just to get you to turn that fucking thing off.
And that's what happened the third year of playing this game.
Yeah. That's why it's not available on the App Store anymore. Sorry. All right, 3, 2, 1, click.
Yep.
Above.
Apprentice.
Ooh, Apprentice. Now, I mean, the classic thing is we could do Santa Claus having an apprentice of some sort. I don't know if really have that story. I mean, there's people becoming Santa Claus, mainly Tim Allen.
Yeah.
But that doesn't feel like the same. That's not quite an apprentice. Like someone working under Santa to become the new Santa. I guess we did just watch Arthur Christmas, which kind of has a bit of that, but
A little bit, but
it doesn't have to be Santa. What if it's Krampus's
apprentice? Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, I'm imagining that Krampus's apprentice is like ridiculously good looking.
Oh,
like as in,
yeah,
you know, you would never have thought that they're the ones going after the bad kids.
Yeah. Krampus himself is obviously, I mean, he's been Krampus for a very long time. It's changed
He's
him. It's altered
gnarled
him. He's a big beast sort of thing.
Goatly, yeah.
Yeah, goatly. That's
That's an adjective.
the goatliest. He's the goat.
100%.
The goat Krampus. Yeah, but this new Krampus has not had that, effect upon him yet.
No, because he's still an apprentice.
Yeah. So super hot.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I'm thinking, kind of Zac Efron in the early days.
Yeah, because he's over the hill now.
He's over the hill
He
now.
must be like, what, 33?
Must be. One of the Hemsworths.
Yeah.
That would work.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know any of the current
Hemsworth.
the current Hemsworth, the current generation of Hemsworths. Hemsworth 5.7.
Oh, God, that's so funny. Yeah, okay, so...
So what do you do? Is this like an adventure game of sorts? The only reason I'm picturing that is because of King's Quest 3. Is that the one where you're...
Where it doesn't feel like it's connected at all to the royal family, and all of a sudden it's like...
you're like the wizard's apprentice or whatever. That's what
Wizard's
made me
servant,
think of that.
actually.
Or servant, yes. but I think you learn
case,
magic. I never really played that one.
You do learn, but it's not on... he doesn't want you to.
No.
You've got to, feed the chickens and do all that other bullshit. That's just the way it works.
Yeah. Whereas here you're feeding the chickens to Krampus.
Yes. To Krampus. Exactly. So I think Krampus can't really do everything that he used to be able to anymore. So you as the apprentice, he's actually getting you to step up now.
Yeah.
And, all those years of you mining the coal and doing all that sort of stuff, which has made you buff.
Right. He's just had you working for him. It's been a bit of a Karate Kid-esque thing, though. You find out that all the stuff you've been doing, plucking chickens and taking off their heads, mining the coal.
Yeah.
It's all been for the actual, Krampus.
Oh, it turns out, that plucking move is actually all about...
Pulling a pin on a grenade.
Well, no, not pulling a pin on a grenade. I was thinking, undoing the bow on the sack, and so you could open it and drop the coal in.
Right, yeah.
And I know there's just different things that you could...
Shoving the chicken down Krampus's gullet is like putting the coal into the sack.
Yeah.
Arm in all the way to the bottom.
All the way to the bottom.
That's why he kept saying that. Get it all the way to the bottom. Yeah, that's it.
Further down, you need to hit the stomach. There you go. You can't drop
My
it.
esophagus doesn't work very well anymore. Just have to do it manually.
I've eaten too many chickens this way.
It's just a drop.
It's the way it works now.
So our apprentice here, Glampus.
Oh yeah, Glampus, because glamour.
Glamorous Krampus.
Yep.
Do you play his first time out then, or it builds up to that? There's obviously some,
you have the first act is you're doing all the different chores, and then
basically the tutorial is you're doing those chores to learn what moves you're actually going to have to make when you're out there.
Yeah. You actually do work alongside Santa Claus every now and again, because some of the times you were going to be giving
The coal
to the naughty children while Santa is giving the presents to the nice children.
That's right. You might be in the same house. Like with twins, there's always an evil one.
Exactly. I mean, you know better than anyone.
I know from experience.
Yeah.
I won't say which one, but she knows.
They're identical. They're not fraternal. You don't have a boy and a girl. Like,
yeah, no. That was not that was not a giveaway.
I get that it wasn't a giveaway,
Yes,
but
yes, that's
our lovely listeners may not get that.
No. I don't love them any less, but one is equal. Yeah, so, and I mean, that can be conversational then with Santa, like figuring out this new working relationship.
100%. Like, you're always in communication with Krampus because, he's wanting to make sure that you're doing the right thing. And I kind of like the idea that, yes, the second act is all about delivering the coal. And then the third act is actually about
your relationship with
either the relationship or
son.
what is really going on here as to...
Oh, okay, you're breaking it open. You're whistleblowing.
Well, you're finding out exactly why, Krampus isn't wanting to do that anymore. And
oh, okay. It's not just that he's old and decrepit.
I think he's faking.
Okay.
I think he can
He's
swallow the
testing
chickens all by himself. He just prefers it the other way now.
Yeah, the manual insertion
Yeah.
into the gullet.
Just feels good.
Yeah.
It's just that, he likes the feeling of it, and it just,
I feel like though we're missing an opportunity potentially for a young adult Twilight-esque romance here with the young Krampus and someone on the other side.
Yeah.
Like a Santa offspring or an elf.
Well,
maybe.
I was thinking actually, Glampus is Santa's son.
Ooh, okay.
And so Santa's not happy.
Well, but then that can create even more taboo-ness because he does still fall in love with Santa's other child.
But it's his child from another marriage.
But it means you're half siblings.
Yeah.
You find that out after you've fallen in love, but before you fucked.
I don't know. Game of Thrones style.
I guess it depends on how far we want to go with that.
There's a whole scene of...
I mean, I know that the taboo stuff does play well with, teen girls particularly.
Yeah. Don't know, but...
I don't know the rules on... Christmas incest? No, I was trying to get a portmanteau going there.
Yeah. Incestmas?
Incest. There you go. That was where it was coming from. Why do we do the worst episodes when we're together in the same room?
Incestmas.
We can't call the episode that.
No, I know you can't. I mean, Glampus is the name.
Yeah,
like,
it could be Glampus.
You know it. But,
I mean, I think we've got a hit young adult book series here, honestly. The game can... Either we spin it off from the game or...
I mean, we know what isn't taboo, according to all porn that's out there now.
Step.
So it's actually Santa's new marriage, and it's an existing daughter. Like, there's no relationship there.
Santa's stepdaughter.
And you're the from Santa and Mrs. Claus's union.
Mrs. Claus died tragically.
I kind of don't want to fridge her like that, though. I kind of like the idea that she is out there somewhere.
Okay. She just couldn't put up with Santa's shit anymore.
Oh, of course not. She's off with Cantus Laws or whatever.
She's off with Cantus Laws.
Cantus Laws is a character that we created last Christmas.
Yeah, he's the alternate Santa Claus, essentially, competing.
And Mrs. Claus actually has, a big...
I forgot all the lore we came up with. She was running both of them, I think.
She's running both of them.
Both organizations.
Well, in this case, this is before that.
Okay. It's pre, yeah. Makes sense.
It's pre the war.
The Great Christmas War.
Santa versus Cantor. Yep.
Claus versus Slaw. No. Yeah, Slaws. All right, I think we've got time for one more.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. One more quick one. Glampus. That's a weird word to have. Nah. Just kidding.
Water.
Franc. As in the French currency, franc.
Oh, right. Okay.
If you wanted to, you could say frankincense.
Is that from this? I guess that's maybe a similar word. No, okay, the French currency.
Yep.
Franc. I can't do it. Can't say French words. And water. Is this something to do with like the English Channel? Is that between
Yes.
English and English and France?
English and France, yeah.
English and French between those two countries.
Yes. Okay, so the English Channel.
Is this is this Santa Claus flying reindeer?
Or is this Santa Claus pre-Santa Claus? Like,
This is the origin of Santa Claus. This is he traveled around the world. He didn't used to be able to do it in one night. It took him the whole year.
yeah. Around the world in 365 days.
Yeah.
In fact, it was 366 because it was a leap year.
It happened to be a leap year. It was year 0, right?
You can't divide that by 400 or whatever it is. However the fuck that
It's
actually...
I don't know. Yeah, is that divisible by 4 or whatever?
Because that's the only way it could be a leap year, according to the thing. Like, if it's a 100 year and it's not divisible by 400, then it's... But technically 0. Everything's, you can divide 400.
Yeah. If we're getting really technical,
you fucking wanted to.
The calendar, it was not in use at that point. It was the first leap year.
On the first leap year of Christmas. What'd your true love give you? A franc under the tree.
But no, I think it's like a walking sim or something, or like a traveling game.
Okay, he was born on the 29th of February. Which is...
That makes sense.
Which is why, he's now immortal, basically, because
because, as we all know,
he ages 4 times slower than everyone else.
That's how it works.
You only level up on your birthday.
If you don't measure the passage of time, you will not age.
He stopped measuring it a long time ago.
Actually, when he noticed that he was growing 4 times as slowly, aging 4 times as slowly, he was like, "Don't let me see a clock." He will not look at a clock. He does not know how much time has passed. He does not age.
He really should have thought about that when he was measuring his cock, because that has been getting shorter every time he does it. That's how it works, isn't it?
Yes, and... Okay, so he's cockless Santa Claus, traveling across the world, not aging.
It takes him a long fucking time to actually decide to start giving presents.
Yeah.
Because that didn't really happen till the 1900s, but he's been traveling around since year 0.
He's just been walking around the world, visiting every person's house. That was part of it. He was like, I want to see what everyone else has got going on in their place. He just likes house porn.
Mantle.
He was around for the invention of chimneys.
Yep.
It's like, okay.
That's an easier way in.
Keep that in mind. Looks cozy.
He was there for the invention of red.
Yes, prior to that.
Favourite colour.
He was instantly his favourite colour. He actually invented the elves.
Okay.
That was he sort of got involved in.
He didn't discover them.
Automatons. No. It's not like a Willy Wonka weird colonialist thing. He made them.
Okay, he made
so it's more of
from clay.
Yeah, sure.
They're golem.
They're
golems or whatever.
Yeah, okay. Just to really mishmash our weird.
There comes the here comes all the Hanukkah stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
That all works.
I think so. I hope we're not being offensive to anyone's religion. And so, when do you play? When do you play him? Are you playing him? Is this as you invent the sleigh?
As you start building the reindeers out of clay,
Right? Yeah,
because it's all clay now,
right?
Like he knows that
Yeah,
he's made the sleigh out of clay.
He doesn't actually live at the North Pole. He lives above a big clay quarry
called the North
Hole.
the North Hole. Exactly.
It's north of something.
It's literally just owned by a guy named with the surname of North.
Yeah,
Like
right.
it's,
It's not even directional. It's just North's hole.
North's quarry hole.
Yeah, North's clay hole.
For some reason, I'm picturing a bowling alley underneath as well, like for some stupid reason.
Oh, I mean, he's been down there a long time. He's got a whole fucking mansion there. He's got to keep all these little clay elves. He's still got to make the toys. Mm-hmm. They're all made out of clay as well.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Breathe life into via his whatever magic he's got that he's determined.
I mean, he's obviously magical because he never looks at a clock. It turns out if you look at a clock,
The clocks drain your magic.
you grow older, and if you're growing older, you don't keep up that store of magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely does. It turns out he doesn't have a beard. Like,
no, it's
the one thing he cannot grow. So he just sticks like cotton wool to his face.
Right, okay. And shaving cream and stuff sometimes. Like he likes the look of the puffiness and
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I think that's all we've got time for.
I think so. I think we're scraping the bottom of the barrel there.
If you'd like to see or listen to our previous episodes online, go to podchaser.com/bitstorm. They're all there. Leave us a review. Let us know what you thought. And I guess wish us a Merry Krampus or whatever.
And if you like the song that we play at the start and end of the episode, that song is called Mount Defiance, off of the album Containment Failure by the band Kuradust.
That's
we were part of that.
Yeah. So thank you again for joining us this week on Bitstorm. I'm Ben Slinger.
I'm Trevor Scott.
And I'm Glampus.